In this video, I will explain how can we create our corporate memory and how can we manage our document tree. So after we log into the system welcomes us with the Approvals tab, Recent Files tab and Announcements tab. And from the left menu we can move forward to our document management. And on the document management tab, first of all we see our recent files, favorites documents or folders, our workspaces, activities on our documents or folders, and lastly repositories. We can also say that our libraries. So from the recent files tab we can see our files that used recently. On the favorites tab we can see our favorites folders or documents, and from the repositories we can manage our whole document system. And when we open some of our library or repository, first of all we see our folders, and when we open them we see our documents. But of course we can manage them as a document to document or folder to folder, so it's totally up to us. So first of all, when someone uploads something to the system, we have two different ways for it. I will explain to drag and drop uploading system. So when we want to upload something to the system, we can use drag and drop. And on that part, as you can see, when I uploading something to the system, it's happening on the background. So that means when you're uploading something to the system, you can continue to use system. So for the second way to upload something, it's traditionally we can use our use file feature, we can browse our local system, and we can choose and upload. It's also happening on the background. So after that we can instantly view our files or folders with integrated viewer on Synergy. After that we will see more specific features for our libraries, folders and documents. So on the library tab, when we select some of our library, we see a new section on that part. So from the open menu, we can change the properties our repositories, folders or documents. We can change their metadata, we can add new metadata. We can change the indexing settings. And also we can connect our documents to our projects and their flows. Like this. So for the libraries, on the operations tab, we can add our libraries to our favorites. We can refresh indexes, we can rename them or we can delete them. And lastly, from the report tab, we can see the histories of these libraries. So about the folder options, we can also change the properties, we can change the security tabs, and also we will dig into more specific about the security in the future of this video, and we can show profile our folders. On the operations tab, we can also add our favorites to our folders, we can move them to the other libraries, and we can rename them or delete them, and with the share button, we can subscribe to these folders, and with subscriptions, we can get notifications or emails on this folder's activities. So from the report tab, we can also see the histories of this folder history. So when I open them, I see my documents, and I also have some features about these documents. I can also change the security settings. I can compare them to each other. And for the documents, I can use digital signing feature. And from the Share tab, I can download them if I have an authorization for the download, or I can share them to the non-Synergy users or inside of the corporation. So let's continue with the sharing feature. On this tab, I can add my documents as my mail attachment. But on the Share as Link tab, as we familiar from the OneDrive, on the Access tab, I can share my documents as a link to anyone. I can share them to the people in my company, or I can choose a specific people to the sharing. I can allow them for editing, I can allow them for downloading. And I can add my messages, and after my selection is finished, I can create a link and share my documents. So beyond that, let's continue with the security options. From the security options, let's do this from the folder. Let's say I want to change this security settings of this folder. On this tab, I can change the authorization settings in my company as a group, as a department, as a profession, or as a user. So let's say for this folder, as an administrators and as an authorized for viewing to the folder, to the file, to the content. I can change them as deny or not set. These are the viewing settings. And I can also deny their download authorization. And on the Modify tab, I can give them an authorization as adding a new objects, editing the folders and documents, and from the actions, I can give them a versioning authorization, copying, moving, or sharing a link. And for the deleting tab, I can give them a delete authorization. And on the File tab, I can also give them a versioning. I can allow them for the adding related files. I can change these whole options for the users, for the departments, or for the groups. So on the main menu on the document management, I can move forward instantly from this section, and we can see the search area. From this tab, with a writing, I can see the including this word on whole document management system. And from the advanced search menu, I can search my files as a content, and it's working with OCR, so I can search my documents as a content inside of these documents. And beyond that, I can also change my some searching methods individually and specifically. So I can change as a creator of these folders or files. I can change the locations or editing date. Lastly, on the main menu, I can change my favorite documents as not favorite. And from the right top menu, I can manage my uploading documents. Thanks for watching.